Hey everyone, welcome back to KBS Technical Update 9 Python tutorial. Today we are going to explore regular expression in Python. We will look in more detail what are the regular expression and how we can use and implement in using Python. Before we dive into today's video, I just wanted to take a moment to invite you to join my channel, KBS Technocraft. If you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on the notification bell so that you will never miss a video. By subscribing, you will be the first to know when I upload a new content and you will be helping us to grow our channel and reach even more people. So if you have not already, hit the subscribe button and become the part of KBS Technocraft family today. Before we proceed on the technical exercise, I would like to just discuss in more detail about what is the regular expression and what are the uses for this. Regular expressions are a powerful tool for searching, manipulating, validating text in any programming language like Python, C Sharp. They allow you to search for pattern in a string, extract information from text, and perform complex string operations. So today we will cover the basic of regular expression in Python and show how you can use them effectively. So we will try to write a simple program which will let us know that how we can implement a regular expression there. To implement regular expression into the Python, we need to implement a module called RE. So we will import RE. This is the module which we need to import. And then we will define a variable called source_string, and we will define a value. This is test string for regular expression tutorials. Okay. Now we will try to define a pattern. This is variable name, so I will define pattern, and for me I will just try to use a regular. I want to see in this particular string regular is there or not. So first, what I have defined a string, and then I have defined a pattern, and then we will try to search it into the source. So let's say we will define result equal to re dot search, and then pattern, and for us the string is this. And then we will try to print result dot groups, result dot group. So if this particular string is there into the source string, then it will display that result here. So I'm just trying to run it now. Okay, so you are able to see that regular is coming because regular is there. Let's say consider if I remove this, you will be able to see the error because that particular uh, patterns does not match and it's giving me result because we are trying to display the group information and this information is not. So let me try to display this result itself. Then you will be able to see that none result because it does not result over there. So let me run and you will be able to see this result. So that match is not found. Again, I will try to replace it, and then if I put it, it will give me some value here. Okay, so it's a match. If you see, it's a match and it's giving some value for me. So if you want to get the result which is matched, then you have to put group, and you will be able to see that group value. So I will just try to scroll up and run this program. So you will be able to see this regular is again finding. Okay, let's move in more detail to understand that. Okay, so this type of expression which we write is called matching text because we are having a text which we are matching in a particular string or set of string where we are trying to find out. So this kind of regular expression is called matching string. Now there is other category and more popular and robust type of a regular expression you can use. It is called basically using meta characters. So what are these meta character and what it's their uses? I will explain it here. I have one image which contains all type of meta characters and its uses. So what we will do, we will try to understand each meta character and then we will try one by one sample for these meta characters. So let it open. Okay, so here, if you see, there are almost 13, 14 rows there in this, and I will try to give you some example for most of them, and we will see where these meta characters are used. For example, dot. If you want to match a string and you want to check that this string start from A, let's say consider start from A and end with C in between any character. So dot is mean any character except the new line. So if you want to write a pattern where you know what is the string which start where it's end and in between any character, if you want to ignore any of the character that it can have any character, then you will use dot. For example, if you define a dot c and try to match it, then it will match a b c a1c and a high c, because in this the middle character of these string are one character and it can be any character like b1 c has except the new line character. Similar way, matches of the second one cap symbol is the match of the beginning of the string. For example, if you want to check in any of the string that is does it start from a particular substring or particular letter, then you can put it as cap symbol. For example, if you want to see that this string is started from hello or is having the hello as a first word, then it will it will try to find if all the string wherever is started from hello and listed. For example, the possible matches hello bird, hello here. So in these two words, always two sentence, hello is the first word which is started. Similarly, matches the in dollar is matching into the end and then many more. So what we'll do, instead of going one by one and explaining orally here, we will go one by one example and we'll try to understand what are these and how we can use it. So first we'll try to understand about the dot, what exactly the dot is and how we can use it. So what I'm going to do in this section, I'm going to write first the meta character and its uses, and then I'm going to write the programs. So let's this one here, the dot meta character. Dot meta character is here. If you see what we are defining, first line is what we are doing it. We are importing RE, which will be common for all our regular expression programs where we are going to use it. So I'm not going to explain every time, but import RE is the module which we are importing, and then text the source where we want to apply our patterns, on which we want to apply the patterns for checking that particular pattern is available, finding any match into the source string or not. So text and then pattern is which we are defining, and then we are using re dot search, and then we are passing our pattern and this is source string. Okay, so let's see quick. So what does it do? Any word in this particular string which start from q and end with ck in between any character, two character, because we are having two dot, then it will consider any two character for that. So let me run this code. Okay, so if you see, it's displaying here quick, because quick is something which is getting uh, having this match, because it start from q and then u and I is the character which are there in between q and ck, and we are having two dot here. For example, if you put only one dot, what will happen? It will not find the match, because between Q and CK, only one any word except the new line character should be. So if I run it, it will not give me any result. It will give me error. Okay. So when you want to see is there any result there or not, you will be able to see when I run this code. You will be able to see them that there is no match or that. So let me put Control Z. Okay. Now I'll put single dot and I will remove one character from quick. Let's say consider I will remove I. Now this will be able to find out because now we are looking for only one character because we are having only one dot. So we are looking for Q and between Q and CK in between only one character, any character except the uh, new line character. So this is where the dot meta character, and that's how the dot meta character works. Now we will move on to the next meta character, and we'll try to see that how we can write a program for that and how we can use it. So the next meta character is which we are going to look on that is cap meta character. So cap symbol is there, and that meta character what does it do? So let me try to write it here. So here, if you see, we are having hello world and then we are having a pattern cap hello. So what does it do? It will check in this particular string that hello, the starting of this string, the first word of this string is hello, is there or not. So in this, we will try to run the first positive scenario and then we'll try to see the negative scenario. So when I run it here, I'm able to see hello. Now let's consider if I make it here any letter X and try to run it, you will be able to see it's not finding. That means if I remove this group and try to see here, is there any match found or not? So you will be able to see none here. Let me do Control Z. So this hello should be there a part of starting of that string. That's how this cap works. So this symbol is here, this cap is there fine here in this pattern, and that's how it works. Okay. So if you want to, let's say consider if you want to have A and you want to check that this start from A or not, and if you run it, you will be able to find out this is able to find out here. Okay. Now there are a lot of meta characters are there. We'll try to cover one by one. Next one is dollar symbol. So we will see how this dollar symbol works. So let's say consider here. Basically, the dollar symbol will check in the string. So it's exactly opposite of the cap symbol. So I will try to put this code here and then I will try to define match here and then this. So we have placed dollar. Okay, dollar here, word dollar. That means the source string should and must have word in the last of that particular string. So if I run this code now, you will be able to see the result because what will happen, this word, if you see this word is having into the last of this string. So let me run this. Okay, because this see this exclamatory marks is there, but when I run this now, you will be able to find out what. Okay, but if you see if I add any character here, exclamatory works, exclamatory characters here, in that case, what is happening? It's not displaying the result because it's not ending with only word. It's ending with word and that exclamatory mark. That's why it's not able to search it. Okay, and if let's say consider if I try to put hello just to make sure that you understand the hello is in starting but not in end, then in that case it will throw the same error. That means the match is not found, so it does not found out. So that's where dollar is exactly opposite of the cap will check in a starting and dollar will check into the end of that string. Now let's move into the next one, that is the star. Star basically matches zero or more occurrences of that. So how does it work? So let's consider that we are having a text where there is few characters and we want to see check that that particular character is available more than one or something like that. So for example, let me Okay, so I have imported RE and then I have a text go like this, and then we are trying to find out any 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 match where is start from like GO, and also it's sick that if it's start from GO and it's end with D, it will display all those results. So let me see that result, and then I will try to. Okay, so it's just see that zero or more occurrences of the preceding expression. Okay, so if I run it this, you see. So you see this is having starting from GO and ending with D. In between, when we earlier we have seen the dot, what will happen in dot, when we put a dot, that means it will match exactly that number of character. But if you put a star, then it will say that okay, this particular substring, that string should contain a word where it start from this preceding words and end with this preceding words, irrespective of how many characters are there. Let's say consider if I put meaning any character here. Okay, sorry, in terms of, oh, if I put it and run this, it will give me that result because it's still matching with that. If I put this yes, then you can see this result. You will be able to find out that it does not find out because it's not able to find out. So it's a searching. Let me explain once again. It's a searching G, any number of zeros, O's, basically it's the O, any number of O in this particular any string and end with the D. That's how. If I put here K and I will try to put it here, let's say consider K, K or any K, it will always display that value. So if I let's say consider if I put only one K, it will display that value as well. Okay, so this is the character which is n number of character. That means it might be zero or more than one. It will always display. For example, if you run it, it will give you that GD, because even though GD does not have this character, so this regular expression works either the occurrences of the character where we have placed the star is zero or more than zero, like this. So that's how it works. Okay, let's move into the next one. The next one is plus meta character. So plus meta character matches one or more occurrences. This is just extension of the previous whatever we have discussed. So we will see that plus meta character. So we will import that RE and try to use text and patterns. So here in this we are having similar, we are having text matches, and here we are having plus character. That means in our patterns we are having plus character here. So what is happening here, it will check at least one occurrence of O. For example, if I run it, let me run it, is giving me similar result whatever star meta character was giving. But if you see, if I put GD, okay, GD it's not displaying. But if I define a same pattern, let me put it here, and then you will be able to understand. Like star patterns. Okay, star patterns is nothing but, sorry, instead of star if this, okay, this, and if I try to put this star patterns in my regular expression find method, what will happen in this case, you will be able to see is a displaying GD. Okay, but if I use this pattern, that pattern plus, if I use pattern plus here, let's say here pattern plus, in that case I will not able to get result because what is expecting the difference between this is that at least one O should be there in between that. So if I put God and run it, then it will display me the result. Okay, I hope it's clear now. So let's move to the next one. Next is question meta character. It's basically is check that matches zero or one occurrence in the preceding expression. So what does it means that let me write the program. For this also I'm going to import the regular expression module, and then I'm defining few texts here, text 1 and text 2, and then I'm going to define a pattern here, and we as usual we are going to define match 1, and in this we are having to match to check it, and we are trying to display the result. Okay, so match 1 group, and then we'll put match 2 group as well. This inclination is not correct, that's why we are getting error, so we will able to correct it, right? So now we have a two text. One is color. In this color, U is missing, and then pattern we are defining color question mark and R. Okay, this is the pattern. Then we are defining that pattern in the same pattern for the both the text. One is color and one is this color with U, and then we are trying to print it. So we will clear it and run it. So if you see this matched, okay, this matched, that means the both the patterns which we are having color where either zero or one occurrence is fine. Okay, so even though zero occurrence is there for U is fine. That means it can have any U or it cannot have any value. So that's why this like this is coming. Okay, but if you remove this both, you will be able to see this does not find out in this. So if you see there is no finding because this does not match with this. So when you put a question mark in your pattern, then the question mark, the location where question mark is there, in that location, this the character which are there before that is available either zero or one time, that's fine. That means at least it should be there. So what does it means? That this meta character works is matches zero one occurrences of the preceding expressions. Let me type it here so that you will be able to identify this. Okay, so this meta character matches zero or one occurrences of the preceding expressions. Now let's move on the other one. It's called yum and curly braces uh, meta character. So what does it do? Exactly, it's search with the yum occurrences. For example, yum is the any number. So how does it works? Let me try to place it here, that code. So this meta character, what does it do? Basically, it's a check exactly how many values you are defining in yum. For yum is going to check it. For example, in this scenario, we are defining 2. In this we are defining 2, then it will match exactly 2 occurrences. So let's see that. Let's run this. So it does not find out. Let's say consider if I put 1 and run it, you are able to see that it's a finding long. But if I'm trying to put 2 character, then it's not able to find out because G is only one time, and if I run it, I'm not able to get it. If I put one more G here, then you will be able to see the result is coming here. So what does it do? It see that in these patterns what is the last character, and then we are whatever we are defining, that is the occurrence of that character, exact occurrence. For example, if I define 2, then G should be available 2 because G is the last preceding character here. So we need to have a string where this all long should be there and G should be 2 times. So G should, if I define 3 here, then what will happen, the G3 wherever is there, it will display. It's a display. Okay, let me move into the last one. It's called mn. So minimum and maximum you can define it in this. So it's called m and n, and the same syntax whatever we have used it, we will be there, but only we have to define minimum and max. So that means m and n both value we have to define it. Let me write this program and remove this error here. So here, so we have a text where we are having this values, and then we are defining a match. So what we are defining in this, o should be minimum 2 and maximum 4. So these patterns is defined in such a way, o, that is character which is starting a precedent, where it will give me where the string where, or it will match to the substring where the o is having minimum 2 occurrences are maximum 4. So if I run this code and clear this console application, then you will be able to see this is finding this. Now, if I make it minimum 3, you'll be able to see this result. This the last result will not display because the here it's only 2. So if I run it here, you'll be able to see only 2. That means this is the value m and this is n. So that is minimum and maximum value. You will define it, that how many occurrences of that preceding characters are there in that. So it will check in that range if any word is there in that particular strings or source string. It will try to find out and it will match it. Now there are few more. I will take one more and then we will bind up this call for today. So like we have a D. Backslash D matches any digit number. So for example, let's say consider we have a D meta character. So how does this D meta character works? It matches the digits. So let me write this code here. Matches any digit character. So for example, if you are having a string where there is some integer value, or you want to check that it's there or not, then that case this regular expression is useful. So for example, here we are having a string where we are defining the answer is 42. Okay, and then we are checking in this string, is this is say that this patterns is going to check is there any integer value or digit values there, number values are there in this. In that case, if you run it, you will be able to see it will give you that number. Let me run it. So if you see 42, if you remove this 42, then it's not going to give a result and it will throw the error. If this string does not have a digit number, in that case, what will display? It will display match none. So if I run this code by clearing this console and then run it, then you will be able to see none. Okay, if I put a 4 number here, then what will happen, if I run this, it will be able to find one match, and if I put here group, then it will display me the 4 as a number because number is there. Now the other meta character, which is capital D, which will take the non-digit character. So let's say consider if I try to consider a source string where there is no non-digit character. Right? Let's say consider this and this. So and here if I put D here, then it will give me if there is any non-digit character is there in this or not. So it will give me those all. So if I run it this here, then you are able to see all. Okay, let's say consider I will put only I and 4, only two character here. Okay, then what will happen here, if I run this by clearing this console, then I'll be able to see this eyes. This is non-digit character only display. So if I remove everything and put only numeric character here, what will happen? It will give a empty value. So for example, I will put, if I don't put any space, let's see that if I put a space, then it will give me the space character here. But if I don't put a character here, then you will be able to see it's going to give you none. So if I clean this console and run it, you will be able to see it's giving me none because there is no non-digit character. When we are placing a space, then place is considering as a non-digit character and it's finding the match. If you see here, finding the match, if I put a group, then it will give that result here. If I run it and by clearing this console, then you'll be able to see that empty value is considering here, is not displaying here, but this is considering that that character is there as a not. Now there is few more. We will try to cover it quickly. Okay. Other one is backslash w meta character versus any alpha numeric value. So for example, let me try to type that code here. So if I imported the RE and then I defined a sub source string and then I define a patterns and then I'm trying to apply the pattern and then I'm trying to print that matches. Okay, so I'm trying to print that matches and that matches will be displayed into the array format. So I will just try to correct these errors and run it. So we will run it and then we'll discuss more. So if you see here in this, let me clean it and rerun once again. We are able to see the quick, born, fox, jump, over, the lazy dog. See, this all are alphanumeric matches and it's trying to display it here. This is how it's work on that. For example, if I put it 4 here, and so if you see in 4 is there. But if I put it, let's say backslash here or 2 backslash here, for example, backslash for anything backslash forward slash, and then I will clean it and run it. If I run it, you see this character is there in my source string, but it's not displaying. What is for what purpose this regular expression is there? This regular expression is only for checking all the string in the sub into the source string, all the alphanumeric characters it will take it any other value, let's say by forward slash backslash comma semicolon, for example, let's say put forward slash comma like this, it will all will not be considered, it will not find that match for that. So and one other one is that where you put a w, caps lock w, any non-alphanumeric character. So if I change the same code, just say consider if I change the same code, let's say consider here this w, and this will check only non alphanumeric. So if it's there, then it will display. So let's say consider this, and this used to be caps lock w, and if I run it, then it will display the characters which are non-alphanumeric. For example, if I run it, if you see here, all these characters, whatever we are having, it's going to display here. Okay, so I hope I have covered this all in more detail, and There are few more which we can explore it, because this regular expression is a big topic and I try to cover this what we can cover in 30 to 35 minutes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video and want to see more like it, please consider subscribing to my channel. By hitting the subscribe button, you will be notified every time I upload a new video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will never miss the things. Your support means the world to me and help me to create more content like this. So if you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join KBS Technocraft community.